Hey folks, welcome back to Pokémon Colosseum. Here in Pyrite Cave, finally getting around to catching you-know-what. Once you beat the game, those two either are released or break out of jail and go back to the exact same place they were before. Although, okay, not exact same place, but anyway, there's a Remoraid. That goddamn Remoraid, who's everybody's been pestering me for like, I don't know, 50 episodes now. And I finally got to snag it in about 3 minutes. It's pretty quick and easy. Because here you have an Ultra Ball, and basically that's all you need. You barely need to damage it. Just put it to sleep or paralyze it or something, and throw an Ultra Ball and you're good to go. There are other Pokemon not significant threats because their teams were modeled in relatively early game difficulty, so even higher levels won't make them too difficult. And Remoraid still doesn't pose a threat. Never did, never will. And this is me killing things. This is post-commentary, by the way, just because I wanted to, and there was a lot of crap to cut out, and didn't really feel like doing live for whatever reason. Still recovering from this week's Wind Waker session. We tried recording more of it, but good lord, it turned out horribly, and we decided to say, screw it, Lyco, just play it on your own. And he's gotten better, and the environments still remain relatively interesting and pretty, especially for a 2003 game. And I would recommend it for nothing, if not that, because it does control like ass. But, yeah, we're still fighting this person. That's part of the dull thing about the post-game, is that it's not very threatening most of the time. Because, I mean, you're not really storming through any new areas except for the Shadow Pokemon, or the Team Snag'em base that's blown up. You can just get most of the trainers there. So, really not too much of an issue. And now that Remoraid is opening for snagging, you can throw an Ultra Ball and put it to sleep. Although if I recall correctly, I don't even need to put it to sleep, because it's honestly pretty darn easy to catch. Gotcha. Finally. Took way too long. And now we move on to the next section, actually kind of plot related. Now, at one point you'll receive an email saying that some guy in the Under has seen a Shadow Pokemon. So you talk to Nets from the Kids Corner, and he will tell you to talk to this guy, Gurks. And that's a terrible name, unfortunately. Anyway, this is an even more boring battle than the last, so I actually sped it up in order to fit time constraints. You're fighting two Wailord. Use electric moves or grass moves or whatever. They're not threatening. Actually could be threatening because they have Water Spout and very high HP, but they don't end up being very threatening. And there's only two of them, so you should be able to take them out relatively quickly as long as you have a full team. Although the high HP is a little annoying as to avoiding stuff, but look how much a Hydro Pump does. Like, that was a critical on Neil, of all people. They're not offensively oriented at all. And there I knew the Razor Leaf would KO the other Wailord unless something went horribly wrong, so I didn't feel too bad about slashing the other. It's so weird a concept. Two giant 40-foot whales in an underground cavern city. Now keep in mind this battle is supposedly occurring on a platform raised above the ground, and Neil survived that. That's even more testament to how much Wailord isn't very good offensively. Oh, see, this is a weird concept, and I so wish that we could get a Wailord for use in-game, because it's so awesome. I would totally use it despite all that I just said. And that's that. Anyway, Gurks will tell you, his little after thing, that some red guy had a Shadow Quilava, and then the next time you enter a town, you will get an email saying that he's seen the Shadow Quilava. If you try to go to the lab without reading the email, without even reading the email, this guy will not be here. So annoying, screwed me up. Anyway, there's Rosso. And he's sort of annoying, except he has the same team as all the other Color Trooper guys that you fought already. And the Shadow Pokemon's still low level, easy to snag, so kinda not too bad. Although Quilava is somewhat offensively oriented, so it's going to continue using Flame Wheel every once in a while, but won't really do much to Pokemon twice its level. Grumpy's a jerk though, living Shadow Balls and all that. And there's a Breloom. Actually, I don't remember if the other guys had a Breloom. But anyway, Flying Move, take it out extremely easily, but I'm not going to use a Flying Move because I don't really feel like switching to Montel. I just kind of want to take it out with Brute Force. Again, not threatening. You can go back to heal anytime. You can have fully healed. Oh, right, it has Effect Spore, so... Now, if you're using a Flying Move, it'll probably be one-hit KO'd, so... You can live with one effect possibly happening. Has Dynamic Punch, which would be super effective, but has total accuracy, so again, not much of a worry. Anyways, Hyper Potions, but not much of a worry. None of this is much of a worry. The most irritating thing you're going to run into in the post-game is probably your rematch with Gonzap, assuming you actually bother to do that. It's completely optional, unless you miss the Skarmory snag. Skarmory snag. I probably won't even bother doing it. He replaces a Skarmory with a Crawdont if you decide to rematch him. And there's a Muck. Use a Ground Move or a Psychic Move. Don't use Earthquake-O, because that could possibly kill Quilava, and that would be bad. And there's Quilava just continuing to use Flame Wheel and doing, essentially, Jack Skiddly to Neil. And switch on over to our Altair to get this thing in. Now keep in mind, to get through to this trainer, you have to go through the entire lab again, except without the scientists. So it's basically narrowed down to all the trainers who had Shadow Pokemon before. Which means I had to go through like 4 or 5 trainers to get here. Not too much of an issue, but a bit annoying when all you want is one Shadow Quilava at the very end. I was being very indecisive, or just being stupid. I knew the Body Slam wouldn't KO, and I just wanted to get rid of that Muck completely and not have it do any more horrible shenanigans. And Altair's about to level up. Haven't used Altair at all in the post-game, and it still manages to be a level above the other guys. And Muck actually managed to survive that. I was surprised, and I forgot, and I was surprised again in this post-commentary. But life will finish it off, get the sing in on the Quilava, and we're all hunky-dory. And there's the critical, right? Actually, wouldn't have wanted it earlier, because then I might have accidentally used the Dragon Breath on Quilava, and thus it would be KO'd, and then I'd have to redo it, and it would be bad. Oh, my sing missed. That Quilava was a little annoying, because it used Flame Wheel rather than Shadow Rush. So I didn't get the slight amount of weakening to make it, like, easier. Really, I should have just thrown an Ultra Ball instead of using Safeguard. But I guess I might have been afraid of a burn or something. I had nothing to worry about. Could have just sent out Entei if I was really worried about it. I think we'll have to sleep. Use one of our many Ultra Balls. And, this is the last of the 3 Johto starters. Took a while to get all of them. Gotcha. And that's that. Rosso disappears without a word on the overworld, and I will see you guys next time.